Hey, Crown Brass. Happy, I'm recording this May 21st, so happy Thursday, May 21st. Um, as always, hope you guys are doing well, and just wanted to talk you through um, our summer program. Once again, this is just for us, so please keep this video just for our purposes. But I kind of wanted to go through our the plan. We got together with Kevin Morrison and put together, I think, a plan that is flexible. I think you guys could set it up to make it work for you, given all of the things that you might be doing. Yet, most importantly, keeps us connected. And if done right, I really believe this is something that could certainly set us up to be very, very strong come November. Um, and at the same time, be very flexible and set it up to how you need this to be set up for the summer, given that I'm sure you're working, taking summer classes and whatever. So first and foremost, I want to talk about um, technique. One of the things that we had talked about as a staff recently is how do we make sure that we are developing and continuing to get stronger from a fundamental standpoint, both visually and musically. Um, a lot of the things that we do during off-season training and assignments and stuff like that are based off of music, whether it's hit lists or OTMs or whatever. But what we're not getting right now, if we would be in spring training and throughout the summer, is time spent on fundamentals. So the idea was to set up videos, and I'll show you them here in a little bit. But the idea was to set up some videos. Um, Visual guys are going to have videos. They're calling it the virtual basics block. And then the brass staff, we are setting up a library of videos actually that you guys can go in and work through. They're kind of like workout videos. Take it like P90X or whatever your favorite workout video program is, and they're designed so that you can do them at home. And from a brass perspective, music perspective, week one, and by the way, let me interrupt myself by saying we're kind of envisioning this starting the first week in June. However, we do know that we've already kind of started with the Sunday assignments. So the hit list assignment is still due this coming Sunday. OTM's the next Sunday. And then the virtual Crown Brass stuff as well. So all that stuff is still happening, but we're envisioning these things officially starting the first week of June. So looking at the brass stuff, which is over here, it's kind of sometimes this, sometimes this document doesn't have anything to do with the days of the week. Sometimes it does. So bear with me, please. Anyway, we just chose 4 videos that are must-dos, and the breathing gym video that Kevin Ronan did, I'll show you here in a little bit. Taylor LaPrairie is doing some videos called The Technique, which are awesome, by the way. Incredible job these guys have done. Corey Futrell has done a double tonguing, and then Larry has some slurs and upper register videos. Those were kind of like, you know what, these are the must-dos. We have to do these. And so it is strongly recommended that you complete these videos 3 times throughout the course of your week without duplicating the same video on the same day. So for example, don't do these videos 3 times a day, all on Saturday. They're designed to, do them. Actually, we'd love for them for you to do them daily as we would do in the summer, but we know that's not a reality. But if you could pick, 3 days, or maybe it's 4 days or however, but find time to do the breathing gym at least 3 times during a week. Find a time to do the technique videos 3 times through the course of a week, and you make it work out for your schedule, you know. Visual Basics block, it's strongly recommended you complete Virtual Basics block 4 to 6 times a week, and those videos will be added. They're still working on it. So when it comes to a technique standpoint, we're having videos that all you do is push play and do the workout video. That's all you do. You know, there's just do the workout video. Some of the videos are kind of long. Some of them are short. You know, you guys can figure out how to make all of that happen. Okay. So that's the technique stuff here at the top. Here's Tuesday. This is where the the schedule actually corresponds to the day. Tuesday night, guest speaker night. Thursday night, it's going to be a visual Zoom call at 7:30. And it's every other week. So high brass will be a week 1. Again, that's the first week in June. Low brass the next week. High brass, and so on and so forth. Okay. This right here, Sunday, is really the only thing that is mandatory. We talked about making all of the technique stuff mandatory. You know, we're just, you know, it's just a lot for everybody. So we're just recommending you do that. You know, find some time to do all of that. But the only thing that's really mandatory are these Sunday assignments. So now the first hit list music video is this coming Sunday, which is May 24th. So that's due. And then OTM, May 23rd. And then we get into June here, hit list, June 7th, so on and so forth. So, so this first Sunday is music hit list and your worst visual exercise corresponding to the Virtual Basics block, okay? I'm not 100% sure what that means. Kevin can answer all those questions, but whatever the worst thing that you do, you are gonna make a video and put that up on your section Facebook pages. The music hit list, again, probably a lot of part 2, just, you know, and maybe some sort of progressive kind of exercise where you do your hit list. Okay, that's the only thing that's really mandatory. Everybody's got to do it. Okay, all of this other stuff is you get it in shape. Okay, and I'll just throw this one out there in terms of being held accountable. But when you show up in November, if you're not in shape musically or visually, then you could, you know, that's where the accountability comes in terms of fundamentals. Okay, you could be moved to an alternate, or you know, whatever. Okay, you got to come into November in shape, everything memorized, ready to go. We're going to have the highest expectations for November. So in fact, if you were there at the Wayne Downey Zoom, you know, he said, if your stuff isn't memorized right now, you're behind. You know, I thought that was brilliant. So we got to take that into account. A couple other things. There's going to be weekly, this is musically speaking, weekly or once every 2-week music sectionals as determined by your instructor. I know tubas have the tuba studio on Sundays. So all of that stuff will happen. If you want to do that weekly, that's great. What I would like to see is at least once every 2 weeks. And then 1 private lesson per month as determined by your instructor. Now, if you want more, like if I'm someone that is a third trumpet and I know it's like, you know what, I got to be one of the weakest third trumpets. Now, I'm sure you're a great player. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying, you know, but I would probably want maybe 2 or 3 lessons, you know, through a course of a month. So I would go out and seek those opportunities to take lessons from Gilbert or Matt or, you know, Kyle, if you're a mellophone or whatever. Okay. So hopefully all this makes sense. I did a little bit of something here. Michael was talking. Starting in mid-June, Michael will either be visiting your sectionals, your Zoom sections, or calling extra ones. And he wants to listen to every individual play through the entire show, starting in mid-June. Now, yes, that's going to take us into July, August, September, and maybe October. But going into November camp, Michael has a goal of being able to hear every person play through the entire show. So if that gives you some more incentive of learning your stuff, then that's great. Okay. Let me show you real quick. You will get a link to, pardon me, to a Google Drive. I'm not a Google guy. You know that. It just, for whatever reason, doesn't work with me very well, and or I don't understand it. Okay, a lot of people like the Google thing, so I'm sure it's great. It's just something that I don't know. I never really got into, and sometimes I have huge questions with it. But anyway, Taylor LaPrairie set up this Google Drive where we put all our videos. Visual guys are still working on their basics block, but when you hit the music, we have some folders here. Ben has some incredible tuning classes. Now, if you noticed, we didn't really put tuning stuff as something that that aren't the must-dos. So, you know, that doesn't mean you don't have to do it. You know, we want you to do these every week. You know, that's a must-do. Those are must-dos right there. But if you're checking out some of these Ben videos, let me see if I can get something to happen pretty quick here. If you're checking out some of these Ben videos, this is a cool little intro. Got to do it right. Tyson put this together, so you got to have an intro. So anyway, well, this is loading. See, Google, see, killing me. So, and then we get into this video that Ben does, and it's a tuning class that he's talking about using through F minor. And ballad is in the key of F minor, so we need to become very comfortable. Yeah, it's just, you know, he talks about the ballad, it being in F minor, and it's incredible. He talks about it. You guys hum, then you go through some hear it, hum it kind of things. It's phenomenal. All of these stuff is phenomenal. I forgot to see how long that was. Ben's videos are like less than 10 minutes, but those are great. Corey did a double tonguing exercise. That's part of the must do's. Kevin's breathing gym. Larry, Taylor's video is awesome. You know, he talks about. We're going to be working today on our crown technique. Breathe. I mean, we have to make sure that we develop ourselves from the fundamentals. The only way we this is 10 minutes, and then Taylor, look at this. I mean, you kidding me? All you're doing is you're going through the technique program, and you know, he has the total energy stuff right there. It's phenomenal. These videos are a 10, and all you guys have to do is just push play and then do them, and it's a workout video. That's all you have to do. I do some old school stuff. I do a lip trill workout. This is long, so I don't want to get into that one. I do a long lip trill workout, and then I apply it to the show. So if you want to check that one out, it gets pretty hard, and I play. So if you want to, I don't know, just check it out. Let's see, I do some old school stuff. I'm not sure if I can get to it. I don't want to download it. I just want to. Okay, maybe it's just too long, but I get in there and conduct like we're in a circle. So so I do some old school air stuff, but I think that's week 1 is breathing gym, week 2 old school air. So that's where you'll find all that. Here's the old school air stuff. So yeah, all that stuff is great. These videos are just awesome. Also, we're trying to give you access to a calendar that we're trying to make sure we keep updated. We'll do the best we can, but you know, we have our Zoom, like this was our Zoom that we had 2 days ago with Jay Bocook, Tom Hannum. Right now, June 2nd is still open. Here's our hit list assignment that's due, virtual Crown Brass. There's the OTM. We get into June. I think this is Dan Atchison. Oh, and then we have a Zoom with Michael Gaines on June 16th, and then we'll continue to find some more people to hang out with. But these are great. I will have once we share the calendar, I want the staff to put in when they have your section Zooms, although I'm sure you will communicate via your specific Facebook page. I think Sundays are, I can't remember what the staff said, but I know the tubas and maybe even baritones have Sunday Zooms and so forth and so on. But we're trying to get you guys links to a calendar that we keep updating, and we'll do the best we can with all of that to make sure you guys know what you're doing. So you will get this link via Google Drive. Taylor will give this to you, and then that sets all of this stuff up. So a quick recap, here are these workout videos that you'll find in this link. Visual guys are working on their stuff. Brass guys have already done a bunch of stuff, and they continue to add. These are the must-dos. These are the ones that we strongly recommend that you do, although we encourage you to do more if you wish. Visual guys will do their stuff. Guest speaker night on Tuesdays. Thursday nights are Zoom calls with half the line, like high brass. And again, this schedule here starts the first week of June. Okay, so June, I can't remember, June whatever is a high brass Zoom call, then low brass, and then they switch every other one. You're going to have a weekly or once every 2 weeks music sectional determined by your instructor. Private lessons once a month at least. Michael Klesch is going to start his show and tell starting around mid-June. And then our assignments, the required assignments, which start this Sunday. The music hit list is this Sunday. I think the visual guys are starting in June. So the music hit list gets going this Sunday. Then the next one is an OTM assignment, okay? And then we get into June where it's music hit list and your worst visual exercise due that first Sunday in June, and then we switch it with OTM assignments. By the way, it's just the OTM assignment. There's no visual. The visual is your OTM. So it's hit list and worst visual exercise, and then it's just OTM. Okay, so it's just one assignment that's that second week. And then we go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I know that was long. I hope all of that makes sense to you guys. I will post this obviously on the Facebook page. There's always a possibility of scheduling maybe a Zoom. Let's say Michael wants to work with the closer, which he's going to get going in mid-June. But maybe he wants to get together with a certain section to try an idea out. So there's always those kinds of possibilities. And then, I think we're going to try to keep going with the virtual crown brass stuff. All right. Hope that all makes sense. I think that's it. Thanks for paying attention. And let's get going with our summer program. All right. Take care, guys. Miss you guys. We'll talk soon.